Yeah, it better not crash. How you guys doing?
It's working.
Welcome to episode 33 of Mind of the Founder, where the partners are together. We originally named this that before she joined the company.
Mm-hmm.
But
then it's a good title to keep because of what we plan to do with it.
Yeah, true. What we plan to do with it. We want to start bringing in other founders of other businesses and this and that, and have you guys ask questions. And so this week we're trying to do a different thing. So what we're going to do is we've asked you guys a question. What's your favorite thing about FBNW? Now, the purpose of asking this question is because it's something we're going to get to later on in this about the podcast that we did, about the question that we asked the person that did the podcast. And it was about how do we stand out in brand, blah, blah, blah. And so it evolved to we wanted to ask you guys, what's your favorite thing about us? So comment, whatever. And yeah. So do you have the questions? How was your week?
This week was busy. We had the Toys for Tots drop off, and that was fun. I got to go. So we dropped off to the Lyft Hub in downtown LA in the Arts District. I thought I was just gonna run in and throw the toys into a box with whatever, and then all the Lyft people recognition, everyone, stop what you're doing, turn around and look at this girl who's carrying a bag that's taller than she is and heavier than she is. Look how cute she is, let's take a photo. And I'm I'm just here to drop off toys. And, but then I got Toys for Tots swag, and it was cool.
You have a nice swag. Yeah, I'm sure. The Marines do it right. Yeah, right. We do everything cheap.
It was Lyft.
Oh,
it was Lyft.
I thought you were saying Toys for Tots.
No, Toys for Tots gave us patches and keychains.
Yeah.
But Lyft was a nice office.
So yeah. All right. Well, question one.
Question one. All right. I know you are. Sorry. I'm kind of blind and I'm reading off my screen. I know you guys are passionate about feeding children, but what other causes are you passionate about?
Thank you, Joe. I know I need a haircut.
Hi, Joe.
What other things do we care about?
What other causes do we care about?
You go first.
So this morning we were watching the news, and I thought I just want to give this guy as an example.
Oh, yeah.
And it's something that I actually do care about, more so after meeting you, because I haven't personally been affected by anyone with cancer.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this guy on the news, and he's a firefighter out in Indianapolis or Idaho or something, not California. And he survived cancer himself. And what he decided, he was it was the best thing that ever happened to me, because it inspired him to form this charity where he would gift children who were battling cancer and their family a week at Disneyland resorts.
Disney World.
And he raises funds for this.
No, what he does, he sells cookies.
Yeah,
he
raises funds through selling cookies.
Yeah.
So he sells the cookies.
He's got a socially conscious company.
Yeah,
he's a firefighter. But it's a really good thing. Yeah, he gives back, and he takes. It's like Make-A-Wish. But he does it.
He finds he finds money.
Yeah, he sells cookies and takes revenue from that, and he sends families with disabled kids or some kind of terminal illness.
No, it's only cancer.
Is it only cancer?
It's only cancer.
Oh, yeah, because he's a cancer survivor. Yeah. And sends him on vacation. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
So that's something that you care about?
So I care about just kids with terminal illnesses, because it's already, it sucks that when you're little to be in pain. And so I think any beyond cancer, just any kind of terminal illness, helping kids going through that is important.
Yeah, it's crazy important. So me, what do I like? What other obviously that there's definitely nothing wrong with that, but I think focusing on just mentorship of kids and getting kids that or have a single parent or don't have a mother or a father in their life, trying to, you know, give them the mentorship that they need as a kid. Because if we don't, that's when the kids end up growing up and not, you know, becoming a good part of the society, which causes, you know, the government and everyone a lot of money and crime and pain and it's a never-ending cycle. So I like that side of things, but that's a real hard one because it takes a lot of money to have mentorship programs and stuff.
Yeah.
And you still, at the end of the day, you can only do so much. It comes down to the household, you know, the environment they're raised in, the people who they're around, more than just if they're at the club or the say mentorship club. So, yeah, I think that's important.
Yeah.
So, all right, next question.
Okay, so I picked these next two questions. You'll see, because they kind of relate to each other. But the first one is, what are you excited about the most for 2018?
Okay. And
No, yeah.
Oh, you want to stop with that one?
Yeah.
I'm excited because I feel like the biggest thing is I feel like our company's coming together. We're getting more structured. Having you and Diana and Tyler and, you know, it feels like things are coming together, right? We're still having mad growing pains, and at least I know I am, mentally and all that. But I'm excited about growth for the company because that means we do more.
It's so generic. Jeez, that just kind of encompasses all.
No, I'm
answers.
excited because I'm excited because I'm gonna take a really big. I'm jumping out of my comfort zone, and we're gonna be doing a lot of shows this year. I'm gonna, you know, where before I'd be scared to risk and this and that. Like I'm going fucking all in.
So you're talking about sales growth.
Sales growth, yeah. Okay. Company growth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you. Well, you better come hard if you're coming at me like that.
Well, I thought it was going to be like a very specific, but then you narrowed it down to sales, so that counts.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
For me, for my department, well, we had like a really good team of interns for this year, and then most of them have cycled out. There's one holding strong, Alexis, thank you. And then we have two more, one more. Danielle just joined. Danielle's going to be our PR intern. Hopefully we have another one that we interviewed last week joining. But I'm excited about like the new team of interns. And now that I kind of like know how to work with interns and what we're capable of doing, the possibilities of what we're going to accomplish as a team in terms of marketing, like doing cooler events, doing collaborations. I really want to do collaborations. I think that's really going to help the company grow. Well, fashion show is one thing, but collaborations with other companies, period, for like product and stuff like that. That's my thing, is just continuing to build the brand awareness with this new team, and just with a base, a fairly developed base now to work on, to be able to approach companies and people and be like, look at what we've done in 2017.
And that's all because of you, by the way. So high five to you for your hard work.
And the interns.
Yeah, and the interns, yeah. But, you know, I'm saying, yeah, you guys as a group. But I'm saying if you hadn't joined the company, none of that would have happened. Like, we'd have been doing stuff, but it just not to the scale and level that you did it. So that's kudos to you, girlfriend.
So, yeah, just hopefully 2018 will be less hard than 2017 in terms of getting brand exposure.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy, but it'll be less hard.
It'll be less hard.
Less difficult.
Less difficult, yes. Yeah. All right, so now what we got?
The second question that ties in, it says, everyone talks about upcoming goals, like what that person just asked us about. But what are some of your goals what were some of your goals for 2017 that you were able to accomplish?
Oh, that's a good one.
Slowly snoring.
Belly bear, shut up. Wake up. No, this is I remember sitting here last year at this time. I was in just I was in a, well, let's see.
You were in a box, also known as the second bedroom.
Yeah. But just mentally, like, I was like so unsure of so many things. And this was right when I signed up for that first trade show. And I was like, I've got to get something from this, or I got to figure something out and go to the drawing board. And and I said at the beginning of 17, I said it was going to be about accountability, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
And I said it's going to be about accountability, like start realizing when excuses are excuses, and start holding myself accountable and doing things to better myself, starting to speak, and be around and associate myself with, not saying I was hanging out with bad people. I would be in a fucking box all day. I wouldn't want to talk to anybody, this and that. And I was like, I'm going to step out of the box. I'm going to start talking on the phone. I'm going to start talking and getting my network of people, my circle of people, and holding them accountable, right? And look what's come out of it. Our partnership with Tyler, that was a big part of it. He and I last year at this time were just acquaintances more than anything.
Now you guys are like buddies.
Now we're like, yeah, we're like really, really. Are we best friends?
I think so.
But no, so I think that's what I did this year was I tried to hold myself accountable for things and stop making excuses.
Stop making excuses.
Yeah. So what about you?
I don't think I've been a goal person. So in 2017, I didn't have goals. The only, at one point I had a goal in 2017 was when I quit that job, the last job I was at for like literally a week.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, I need to just find something that I'm happy doing. And that was my goal. And I decided like, I don't care how much I was getting paid as long as like I was getting paid enough to cover bills. I'm going to just do something that I'm happy doing because I'm like not young anymore and I need to figure out my life.
Don't say that. I don't know, because that's so discouraging to some of the people.
No, but that was my mentality.
Yeah.
My mentality was like, I better figure out where I'm going, and if it's something totally new, I better start now than later. So I better start this year to figure out where I'm going and just keep going down that road until I get to where I need to be. And then I think I accomplished it because I found something that I'm happy doing.
Hopefully it'll start paying your bills.
Yeah, it isn't paying the bills, but it's but I see this as something that I'm going to stick with, and this is the path that I've chosen to go down, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, and say, whatever, I don't think it won't happen, but say this doesn't work out, you got now so much more knowledge and your resume is so much better because of all that you've done in the startup world.
I'm also like humbled now because I haven't been paid for 5 months, so I'll take whatever job now. Like I'm not even looking at the salary range. I'll just take whatever as long as I'm happy with it. So it's kind of like
what you can live without.
Yeah, it's reset me to the point of like, let's just go back to like what I'm passionate about. Like right out of college, like what am I passionate about? I'll just do it.
The more money you make, the more you spend, right? And then you put a bar. It's like, well, I can't go less than this. So you continue to just need to get shittier and shittier jobs, or you make the decision based off the salary, not anything else.
Salary and titles. I don't care about titles anymore. I used to care about titles.
I try to give you a lot of titles. You don't want them.
I don't want just marketing manager.
No, you're not. That is not your title. Partner is like everything else. Like, so you can call yourself what you want, but we got to do it all.
I'm in marketing.
So yes, that is your field. So no, I agree with you. I remember that switch going off, and you realize
because everything else was great in my life before then. So why do I need goals? Everything was great, and then all of a sudden things weren't great, and I'm like, I need to figure myself out.
Yeah,
I need to figure it out this year in the next 3 months.
So, all right. Well, and then that's the question, right?
Yeah, that was the last question.
But we want to say, so we did a podcast this past week.
Which is inspiring our question of the week.
Which is inspiring our question of the week. And so the podcast was, we submitted and got picked to do this podcast, this other company and us.
Social Change Nation.
Social Change Nation. And what the part of the podcast was, we submitted a question or gave them a question, and then they approved it, whatever. And then when we did the podcast, we gave the question and then gave backstory. He asked questions about the company and about what we're doing now and blah, blah, blah. And then he answered our question. And our question to him was, how do you stand out among other brands, you know,
that are giving back?
Because what we run into is that there's a lot of brands and a lot of companies that give back, but it's like, if you group them all as the same giving back, it's frustrating because we give back in such a different way, right? And hate to beat the dead horse, but I'm fucking proud of it. So we don't just write checks. You know, there's loads of companies out there and that do that, which it's fine, but let's just bring it to the table and let all the consumers know really what the difference is, right? So if I'm given 10% of our profits, our proceeds, the clean word or the good word for profits, if I'm giving 10% of our proceeds to whatever cause, to Feeding America, which is great. Feeding America is a great organization, right? Not saying anything. It's just, I technically, and FBNW hasn't profited yet. And we're 2 years old, 2.5 years old. So technically, I could be using all of this as marketing and have given a freaking big fat goose egg. Zero. Doesn't mean that's what they're doing. I'm just saying, that's how. And so what's different is every item we sell, we give a bag of groceries, regardless if we make money or not, regardless of the price point. We sell it out wholesale, e-com, at our shows, whatever it is, we do that. And we go buy the groceries and we hold the food drops with the Boys and Girls Club where we go and give it to the children. And that's what we pride ourselves on. So the question to him was, how do you stand out among that without just doing exactly what I did? And yeah. And so that inspired the question of, like, we should ask our followers, you guys, like, what is it that you guys like think? What is it that you guys like or would want to see from companies that give back and this and that? And then it evolved to, well, that's too difficult of a question. So we just said, well, what's your favorite thing about FBNW? And it might not be that. It could be this amazing, amazing micrographic right here that you think that we've come out with, our new micrographics.
Like, if you haven't dug through our website, go dig through our website.
Yeah,
take a look. Give us critique. Like, what do you like?
Yeah, go to our food drop page and watch our videos of us with the children and stuff. And tell us what you like and tell us what you dislike, too. Yeah,
and if you have a favorite graphic or favorite graphics or a favorite theme, like, let us know.
Yeah, we're working on summer right now. Summer graphics, and which will be coming out in May, June, and July. Hopefully, we get it done. So, yeah, we'd love some feedback on what's been your favorite graphic. And you can always just write, comment, email, doesn't matter, whatever. So, what else we got? What we got going on? We got a food drop this Friday.
This Friday. We have our holiday Christmas sale that ends on Wednesday, 20th. What day is it today?
Today is the 17th. So, yeah, the 20th, our holiday sale ends.
Ends Wednesday. Thursday midnight, basically. End of day.
We have our holiday. We're doing a FBNW warehouse party.
On Thursday.
Get together, we'll call it, on Thursday night.
Hors
d'oeuvres. I hate that word. Oh, anyway.
What else do we have going on? And then
that's it. Just working. We're gonna be making a video for you guys that'll tell the differences, and that's what we're about to get into right now. So we got to get off here and work on some really cool creative stuff. This video is going to be fire. I can't wait for you to see it. It probably won't be out for another couple months, but when it comes out, it's gonna be.
It'll be
Fire. So thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, you can submit your questions at ask@fbnw.us and ask anything you want. And thank you for tuning in. We love you all. And happy holidays.
Not yet.
What?
Next week it will be holidays.
Well, if you're Jewish right now, happy Hanukkah. Happy Hanukkah.
That's fair. Okay.
So, my Jewish